Tommy Heffernan, veterinary consultant here with Precision Microbes. This week I had a really exciting morning. I got to visit Gordon Elliott's racing yard in County Meath with the Cheltenham Equine team. We were there to find out how Precision Microbes was delivering for the yard. But first we started our tour with Mary Nugent, who brought us around the stables and the horses to learn the level of detail that goes into every individual horse in the yard around stabling, nutrition and training. When we arrived in the yard, it was a hive of activity already early that morning. Horses and jockeys were just returning from the gallops. Then it was our turn to go out and actually see the horses in training. We got to see the different surfaces the horses train on, we got to actually walk the gallops, and then we got a bird's eye view that morning from the lookout tower as the horses and riders emerged out for a warm-up lap. And I think really one of the most exciting parts for me was when you see these horses and jockeys coming up the hill in full flight. Also, the scale of the operation, the amazing facilities, but the level of detail that goes into every individual horse is really something to behold. Here, horses and jockeys are coming back, giving feedback from the morning gallops to Gordon, and every individual horse is, I suppose, assessed to see what current performance is like. Then it was back into the yard as the horses and riders came back in. Horses got their wash down. I particularly like this part of it because I think you can really see after their wash down the physical stature of these amazing animals. The yard itself was so busy, it probably is every morning, but particularly with Cheltenham Festival rapidly approaching, there was a lot of media interest there as well. RTE, ITV, they were all getting feedback on for the prospects for the upcoming festival. Again, from talking to the yard, I hope it's a hugely successful one for them. We were there to hear about Precision Microbes and how it was delivering for them, so who better to talk to than Cossie, who's involved in a lot of the Cheltenham horses.
He won an Irish Gold Cup. He was probably going to be second, I'd say, in a Ryanair last year when he tipped up. Definitely, I think, going for the Gold Cup, I wouldn't swap him for that. You know, got him to Shamspet Fury Road, probably what, about 8-10 lengths the other day, and just for even bet him even more. You know, I'm not saying, like, I still think I wouldn't swap him for that. He's a fresh horse going there, and he's a better horse when he's fresh, and good ground. He likes a bit of good ground too, and he's better horse when he's fresh, and he's definitely a better horse when he comes to the springtime of the year as well. You know, so I definitely wouldn't swap him for anything anyway. You know, because that's saying he's on the precision stuff there, and only all this barn is on it. You know, so there's probably 8, 9, maybe 10 Cheltenham horses in this barn. Yeah. They're all on it, so they all look well, and even the likes of that River to Tell, she's a grey mare and she's on it. She looks $1 million. She's dapples on her, so yeah, it's great stuff, and that's to relax as well. They're right chilled out as well with it, you know. So it is great stuff. I think it's great stuff. The horses look well for him. They're eating well and they're running well. That's the main thing, you know. This is better days ahead. He runs in the bumper in Cheltenham. He's on the stuff as well as Conflated and the others, and he came and his coat was a little bit dry, wishy-washy looking there up to about 6 weeks ago. And the horse, and as I say again, you can see him there now, he's gleaming. He goes for the bumper, really, really fancy him to run a big race in the bumper. And yeah, couldn't be happy with this lad. His coat is after brightening up. He was a little bit wishy-washy in his coat, but it's after shine is after coming in just in the last 4 or 5 weeks. So I put that down. And he's chilled out as well, you know. So it's great stuff because it gets them all relaxed. Love it. And like, we don't put that in really else with them, just a bit of Karen oil, and they get electrolytes twice a week. But yeah, you see yourself, feed pots are clean every morning, and that's what you want. They're eating up like hell, so that's the main thing. Once they're eating up, and you know, they're well inside, they're well outside.
Yeah. Like ourselves.
Like ourselves, yeah, exactly. There's another horse that's on Precision Micro. This is Tia Poo, goes to the stairs hurdle. He won the Patton's Grace at Fairy House, beating Honeysuckle, so he goes there with a cracking chance now in the stairs hurdle in Cheltenham over 3 mile. A little bit of ease on the ground would be great for him if he got it. And yeah, he goes there with a hell of a chance. Brilliant.
How's he getting?
Loves it. He's on it the whole time. They say, like Conflated and Better Days Ahead and River to Tell. All them good horses are on it, and you see yourself, he's great skin in him. He looks $1 million, you know. So he'll be heading out to the paddock now for a play around there with other horses.
Massive thanks to Cossie there for that fantastic feedback on Precision Microbes Equine. Our tour continued then. We were back out in the yard to watch the third group of horses and jockeys come in from the gallops. And we even got to talk to some of the young riders. We got to visit the tack room that morning and actually look at the logistics behind the scenes and how horses and riders are allocated, and so many moving parts. I even got to appease my inner child on this training horse. Great fun, and Pat O'Callaghan, I even got him to give it a go. We both agreed that we were going to stick to our chosen careers for the moment. some familiar colours inside in the tack room, and some evidence of past glories, and hopefully those glories will continue in the Cheltenham Festival as it fast approaches. Having visited the yard and looking at so many moving parts, such a great team, it's no wonder there's so much success. We got to see behind the scenes the holy medals that go to the big race events, and a very lucky duck with a story all to itself. I have to say huge thanks to Mary Nugent for her time, to all the team for welcoming us in, and it was just a super morning, and I hope they have massive success at the upcoming festival in Cheltenham, but also for the rest of the year. And it's been a real privilege to visit, see the level of detail that goes into a racing yard of this scale, and also it's been, for us as a company, Precision Microbes, we're delighted to see such positive feedback. So continued success to everyone in Gordon Elliott Racing Yard.